Hey everybody, Matt here, the DVD update for week 6 or something like that for the DVD watchers. So this this review anyway that I'm doing is on a movie with Michael Douglas in it called Falling Down. This came out, oh man, I was going to check when this came out. I know this was in the 90s sometime. 92. I think it's looking like 92. And like I said, it stars Michael Douglas. It also has Robert Duvall in it, and it's a Joel Schumacher film. That's the menu screen over there. But as you can see, it's a snapper case. So obviously, it's not going to have that many special features. The only features it has is the theatrical trailer and the movie in different languages. I'm not sure what languages. French, yeah. Has language in French. It says, the adventure of an ordinary man at war with the everyday world. Also, tagline is a tale of urban reality. This is a very good movie. It's very interesting. The first time I heard about this movie was I was watching a series on VH1 called I Love the 90s. You know, they did a bunch of decades with the I Love logo or under the I Love title. But I was watching I Love the 90s, and it did a little blurb about, I guess in the 92 episode, it did a little blurb about Falling Down. And just from that, it looked really interesting to me, and I wanted to see it. So I went out and rented it, and I really liked it. And just recently, I would say 3 or 4 updates ago, maybe, I got it at Best Buy for $6.99, I think, or something like that. So good on that. But it's kind of hard to explain this movie. The back doesn't do a very good job. And the trailer, which will be at the end of this probably, kind of gives a lot of the good parts away. But basically it starts off with Michael Douglas here, and he wears this the whole time, which is a white dress suit, or a shirt, and a tie with nice dress slacks and a belt. And he's got these, like, black rimmed glasses, kind of like office glasses. I don't know if you can see right there. But anyway, and he's basically, this is set in Los Angeles, I think. And it starts off where he is in his car, a little crappy car, and he's just totally stuck in a traffic jam. They haven't moved in a very, very long time. And the camera pans around to all the different annoying things that are quite annoying to him, like a fly keeps landing on him. And he's just sweating. His air conditioner isn't working. It's supposed to be the hottest day of the year that day. And there's a bus of school kids that are like throwing paper, and people are honking for no reason and yelling at each other. And he slowly just starts to get terribly annoyed by all these things that are going on around him. And he's just an ordinary guy, it looks like at first. And so he's like, screw this, grabs his briefcase, gets out of the car, and starts to walk across the highway. The guy behind him is yelling, "What the hell are you doing?" And Michael Douglas's character, which I think his name is Bill, yells back, "I'm going home." And so he just starts, from then on, he basically just starts walking through Los Angeles trying to get home to his daughter's birthday party. And he goes through the ghettos, the not cool areas, you know what I'm saying, that a white guy, especially dressed like that, should not be going. So the first thing that happens is he goes into a convenience store, and it's owned by an Asian guy, and he wants to use the phone but doesn't have money because he wants to call home. And so he asks the Asian guy for change, and the guy's like, no change, you have to buy something. So he goes over, he grabs a can of Coke, he puts it on there, and the guy says 85 cents. And he's like, but that won't give me enough change for making a phone call. And he's like, it doesn't matter, I don't care. Coke is 85 cents. And this is when dude snaps for the first time. He slams down his briefcase, he's like, on about how the dude's ripping him off, yada, 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 yada. And then the dude's, he starts yelling and he slams down his briefcase. So the dude starts to inch towards something under the counter, and Michael Douglas basically attacks him, grabs his arm, and it turns out to be a small baseball bat, and wrestles the baseball bat out of the Asian guy's hands, and then proceeds to bust up his store. He proceeds to go over to an item and say, "How much was this?" and then the guy will tell him the price, and he's like, it's too much, and then he just smashes the hell out of the guy's store doing that to like each product, and then he finally comes around to the soda, and he's like, how much for this? And the guy's like, 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents. And so dude opens the cash register himself, puts in $1, grabs his 2 quarters out, takes a soda in his briefcase, and just walks out. That was pretty funny, and that's his first snap. And then I don't want to. I mean, I would go through each cool thing that he does throughout the city, but you guys really need to see it for yourself, and I don't want to give too much away. He progressively gets worse throughout the movie, and you come to realize that something is wrong with him, maybe mentally or whatever. He just lost his job, etc., etc. His wife really isn't his wife; it's his ex-wife, and they're divorced, and she has the house, and at the beginning, you just think that he's an ordinary guy that's just just like tired of everyone treating him like trash. But more and more things are brought up and figured out about this guy as the movie progresses, that takes a different route from what you're expected to believe at the beginning. And the ending is just awesome. I love the ending. The ending is great. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you what happens on that, but throughout each of these little things, a cop played by Robert Duvall, who it's his last day, he's retiring, and it's his last day, and everyone always jokes about how something always happens to a cop on his last day. He gets shot, or he dies, or yada 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 yada. And so and his wife keeps calling him and nagging him, and he just wants to solve this one last case before he retires, and that case is Michael Douglas's little triad throughout the city, which ends up being the finale being around his wife's house, and the setting around there, which is quite close to the ocean and on a pier. So the ending was great. Overall, I give this movie about an 8 out of 10. I really did like it. It was a really interesting movie. Like I said, it's from '92. I definitely suggest you should check it out. He does a lot more stuff throughout the city. He just keeps going on, and dealing with people that are just jerks and jackasses and stuff like that, and just not taking any shit from any of them. So, that was Falling Down with Michael Douglas. I hope if you've seen this and you like it, let me know. If you've seen it and you like it, let me know as well. So, yep, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.